both our players are ready to go, folks. Let's go ahead, jump in game number 1. It's going to be on Metropolis. It's Bonyth versus QiaoGege. Alrighty, spawning bottom left side as the red Protoss. It is our Polish powerhouse, Bonyth.
And his opponent, blue Protoss player, our Chinese player, who is using an amazing account that is easier for us to pronounce, so BSL Joe, but it's QiaoGege. So looking forward, both players spawned on the bottom sides of the map.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
there's
both players.
No. I think that there's a little bit spawning advantage for Bonyth because QiaoGege's expansion is facing his main. It's a little bit
that makes sense.
An advantage. It's similar to in ZVT, right? When you mute a micros here, I anticipate reavers, heavy reaver play. So that's a factor that you need to take into consideration.
I think you're definitely right. Whenever I think Bonyth, I do think heavy reaver play. He might have the scariest reavers in the entire foreign scene. And I mean, remember, the foreign scene also consists of Dewalt and, I mean, so many other countless incredible Protoss. But Bonyth's reavers seem to shine through. He's extremely capable with them.
And I fully agree with that statement. I was the victim of those reavers many times, so I know what you're talking about. But I don't know if you saw the scouting pattern. Bonyth was a little bit afraid of some kind of shenanigans, and he checked the middle if there isn't anything. I think he did, right? Because we can see on the minimap. Yeah, we see on the minimap that there are. We can see that there are those minerals. That's a deliberate move towards the middle.
Yeah, he's looking for maybe like a proxy 2 gate or something like that in the center. But fortunately, QiaoGege not going for that. Both players look to be doing very similar openers here.
It's a very standard opening. It's a little bit different because Bonyth went for the very, very, very standard, so the Zealot before Rigun, whereas QiaoGege is going for 2 Zealots with a lighter cybernetic core. So that's an interesting move.
Is this like a counter to maybe 2 gate, like an early 1 base 2 gate opener?
That's for sure for a counter to a 2 gate. That's for sure. Though you will have a little bit later range if you decide to go for a faster robo, then it's also a little bit delayed. But it's I would say it's marginal in comparison to the safety it gives you against the 2 gate opening.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that makes sense to me. I would anticipate maybe QiaoGege doesn't want to do a whole lot of fighting now until the range is completed in order to savor those 2 zealots longer. Because if he tries to fight with 2 slow zealots versus Bonyth's early dragoons here, Bonyth will just clean them up for free. Looks like
I must say that it's interesting because QiaoGege is hiding the fact that he started with the second with 2 zealots, right? He didn't show it. Even now, the second zealot is hidden in his main base.
He maybe doesn't want to let Bonyth know he has an advantage, I would assume. Look at the scout pattern here from Bonyth. Oh, I thought he was going to slip by into the main. He is! Oh my gosh, he's so good.
That's a big win.
Oh yeah, that's a huge win.
And
Robo.
It's a huge win in terms of confidence, but both players probably the fact that Bonyth sees what's happening won't affect his build order much. He was already trying to go for an earlier Nexus, but knowing and suspecting are two different things. And now Bonnie knows what's happening, what's going on.
Very true. Yeah, knowing and suspecting. I like how you put that. It's very, very true. You know, you can maybe think you got away with a better build order, but until you truly confirm it and see, you're never really set at ease. Right now, I bet Bonyth is feeling great. You know, getting that scout in, seeing that he does have the earlier Nexus, he knows exactly what tech his opponent is up to here. You know, there's no big concerns really for Bonyth. Well, with that, it looks like QiaoGege as well, starting to posture for a Nexus at the natural. He will have a delayed Nexus, but I gotta say, things, you know, overall, it's not like QiaoGege is in, you know, a worse spot. We see even a one-worker lead, the faster Reaver, the faster Robo. There are advantages for QiaoGege as well. We see both observers starting to joust in the center of the map, you know, seeing who can pick off the other's observer faster. But at the same time here we go. Bonyth's natural Nexus completed. We see, you know, he's opting not to build too many probes here early on in case there is some kind of counter timing. But the economy for Bonyth now will begin to skyrocket.
Yeah, we see already that he started to build his 2 additional gateways, whereas QiaoGege just added 1.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. I guess that's due to the additional economy from the natural.
Yeah. And we see that the probes, it's like 34 to 32. Bonyth is starting to get away a little bit. Probably he will be 3 probes ahead. And we have a signature move from Bonyth. Idle probes next to the Nexus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Bonyth is very, very precise in building the probes. Another thing is having them working, so quite often you can see when you watch his stream that there are some idle probes waiting for being sent to gather minerals, but still.
At least he builds them. I don't even build them, you know?
Yeah.
Not only do I not send them to mine, but I didn't build them to begin with, so it's just one of the many things that Bonyth does so well. And I mean, there's so much to control, especially in early PvP. Bonyth, you'll see he's someone who's constantly hunting with his force. You know, he's out looking for that observer with his Dragoons. He's the first to pressure on the map. And, you know, despite having the later Robo, the later Reaver, he is going to be the first aggressor here in this match, and that comes at no surprise to me.
Yeah, I agree. We've got, like, the limits are very, very close to each other. It's 82, 78. So now it's all about micro. We'll see probably a lot of this kind of intensive micro shuttle Reaver dances.
Yeah, it's very common to just unload one Reaver near your shuttle, pick it up. If you think about it, they're both trading like 15 minerals every time one of these Reaver Scarab shots goes through. So it'll add up over time.
Like, I'm really, when I'm in this position, I always laugh because, you know, if you do only micro, if you're shuttle in the river, you can do it for the whole eternity, right? Just shooting, jumping back to the shuttle and things like that, right? But in some games people get frustrated and decide to attack, and that's then the reason why they lose. Okay, but going back to the game, we see that our Chinese player has already a 3rd Reaver. Oh, nice. Bonyth received 1 shot of his opponent's Reaver, whereas Bonyth was able to kill one of the Reavers of the blue Protoss player.
Of QiaoGege, yeah.
QiaoGege.
You know, to be fair though, both of those Reavers of Bonyth now have no shields. Oh, but Bonyth is... Oh! He looked like he hesitated there. He wanted to get that observer, but wasn't quite able to commit to it. Still though, Bonyth definitely getting the better of these trades.
Whoa,
Oh,
nice
another
shot.
huge scarab. Ooh. Oh, and gets the observer as well. Like you said, he's just being so patient. Bonyth isn't showing the majority of his force, but he really did kind of, I guess, pull QiaoGege out of position there. Still, though, good hold from QiaoGege. We're seeing great Dragoon spreading throughout his main, throughout the natural. He really is doing preventing any potential flybys from Bonyth. But at the same time, Bonyth is putting all of the pressure on. There's, so many units right outside QiaoGege's base that he doesn't really need to worry too much about a counter, it feels like.
And I think we just saw a Reaver being picked up by the shuttle and moving next to the bottom side of the map. I think there's something flying there. And the Reaver died.
Yeah, Reaver did die, but still, Bonyth.
At the same time, we've got a drop in the main.
Oh, nice counter timing here from QiaoGege. That's going to force Bonyth to pull all probes outside the main. Let's see what kind of probe kills QiaoGege can get here. Oh no, there's just nothing here for Bonyth. A massive probe connection there. Oh no.
I think this might trigger a counterattack.
I think it is. 17 kills there on that Reaver, and here we go.
20,
Bonyth says
23.
It's go time. I feel like QiaoGege could just give up the natural, and as long as he keeps the probes in his main, he'll come out ahead.
I had games like that, so that is for sure a possibility. But now we see QiaoGege is moving his Reavers to the bottom side of the map, trying to advance Bonyth's army. But Bonyth is doing a really, really good job in Reaver targeting. Oh, look at the amount of those goons just jumping from the gateways. It's crazy difficult. And again, I think this is GG will be called right after this attack.
I think you could be right, unless these two Bonyth Reavers just get endless amounts of damage, which can happen. It wouldn't be the first time Bonyth would have with. Wow. Yeah, he's done some devastating damage still. Almost double the worker count still for QiaoGege. We see a big supply, 10 supply advantage. And QiaoGege has Reavers and Shuttle of his own. But I still think somehow, some way, this is playable for Bonyth.
Oh, that was a close call.
Yeah, it was very close. That was a very wounded shuttle there, Mazur. I'm a little concerned for him.
Yeah, but now Bonyth is looking like Bonyth is trying to yet again attack. He's got 3 Reavers in front of QiaoGege's main. Now let's see, what will the Magic River Micro look like?
Oh, it's looking pretty good, Mazur. 2 huge detonations there. And again, Bonyth is just in the right position at the right time. Nice pickoff of that shuttle there. Oh, nice pickoff from QiaoGege as well. This is close.
But look, it's 1 goon and 1 Reaver versus 4 goons and 1 Reaver. And there's a Reaver on top. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. There's even another Reaver. If he just starts walking that in,
crazy.
Bonyth, they might be able to do this. Okay, good focus firing there from QiaoGege to pick that first Reaver off, but there is the second one finally walking in here. Huge detonation. No way!
Oh my god, no way. Bonyth is crazy. Bonyth is crazy. It's the caster curse, right? I said, after this attack, probably GG, right? And then Bonyth comes in, kills 15 probes, deals a lot of damage, and then counters attack, killing everything. I don't like you, Bonyth, but amazing game. Amazing game.
Like you said, man, Bonyth heard you say, "Oh, I think this one's over." He said, "Oh, really? I still have a shuttle and 2 Reavers."
Hold my beer. Hold my beer, right?
Hold my beer, man. Wow, I still can't believe that. Even at the end, I thought, maybe there was another shuttle coming with another Reaver for QiaoGege, but No, Bonyth just makes it happen with half the worker count, by the way. I don't know how that one mathematically works out, but he
And that
finds a way.
there's girl math and there's Bonyth math. Now,
Yeah.
right? With Reavers, he doesn't have to have the probes to kill you.
No, not at all. The probes just stand around the Nexus anyway, right? Wow, big first win there for Bonyth. I like for once, I'm not eating my words, and Bonyth did start the series out, at least with a lead, even if QiaoGege does tie it up. But yeah, from a deficit too, I really think QiaoGege had a much firmer grasp on that game, but Bonyth just made it chaotic.
Yeah, after the drop, the backstab drop, killing, I think 80% of his economy, something like that, 70%. Yeah, QiaoGege had a huge advantage. Then Bonyth did things and won the game.
Yep, he just doesn't give up.
Okay.
Well, looks like game number 2 here going to be on Roaring Currents. So I know both you and I are excited about this one. Yeah, definitely going to be a fun one. I haven't seen as many PvPs here, so a little excited to see how this one could potentially go.
You know what? I didn't see many PvPs on this map also. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I'm looking forward to see what will be the take of QiaoGege and Bonyth on this map in PvP.
Yep, same here. Well, it looks like both of our players are ready to go, folks. So let's go ahead and jump into game number 2 between QiaoGege and Bonyth. Alrighty, spawning top right side of Roaring Currents as the blue Protoss from China, it is QiaoGege.
AKA Joe.
AKA Joe 1.
And on the bottom left side of the map, red Protoss, we've got our Polish colleague, Bonyth. Colleague or even champ, I would say. He won so many titles that we can call him a champ.
He's definitely the champ, man. You know, it's no surprise why BSL got called the Bonyth StarLeague for such a long time. You know,
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
You haven't heard that one? Oh man,
no,
I've definitely said it. I mean, he just won it all the time, man. I mean, one of the greatest to ever really do it to really play StarCraft in the foreign scene. I would say in general. You know, one of the few players who can really keep up with, you know, very top Koreans as well, or at least give them good series, which is easier said than done.
You know, especially that Bonyth at one point in his, let's say, Broodwar career, he was more of a 2v2 player than 1v versus 1. I remember.
I did not know that. Yeah. I knew he was really good at 2v2.
He played a lot. I remember he played a lot. I remember back very... when Bonyth was starting, I would say I was playing then quite a bit in a lot of teams, and I think that Bonyth was playing a lot of 2v2 then. Okay, but let's get rid of the history. Let's go back to the game. We've got a gasless opening from both players. One gate gasless.
What do you think about this for PvP?
To be honest, I don't like it because it's easily in Protoss versus Protoss. It's easily denied. You just do exactly that, a pylon block, and there is no option to kill it. Pylons have 600 HP. It's impossible to like in a timely manner kill the pylon that's being built.
But at the same time, Bonyth did not get the pylon block off, and QiaoGege has a fast nexus at the natural. Do you think that puts QiaoGege at an advantage here?
I would say that it does, especially that both players were aiming for the same, but Bonyth's idea or the execution of this build was countered and denied, whereas QiaoGege was able to put the nexus in place.
Yeah, I'm following you. I I think that's the best read I could really give on this situation too, because we didn't see an early gas even from Bonyth in his main. He really looked like he wanted to go a fast Nexus. He just, you know, QiaoGege was a little faster, a little more diligent with the probe, and got the pylon block down.
Yeah, so this will give a little bit of a echo advantage for Joe, whereas Bonnie will have a faster tech tree, right? But taking into consideration the, let's say, distance between both maps, between both locations, it won't add up to too much unless Bonnie will decide to go for a very fast robo, what might happen.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I really think maybe a good way to play this map would be to go for that faster robo, as well as you know, support bay, maybe get shuttle speed earlier. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I really, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't say I've seen a lot of PvP on Roaring Currents yet. Is it common to go for island expansions PvP?
Yeah, for sure, because it's easy. You know, we've got 3 or 4 goons, and it's defensible, right? Whereas versus Zerg, that wouldn't be the case. But you know what? I just remembered that I saw 2 or 3 games PvP in 3 games, and on 2 games, one of the Protoss players went for fast expansion and carriers. Exactly, I wanted to say this: carriers, fast carriers is a thing here, because you can have two carriers probably before the ops will come to your main, or even if it will come, you won't have enough of depending on the build order, of course. But if for example the opening would be 2 gate and then ropo, the ops would come in and the carriers would be starting to build. So in this case, QiaoGege can't do anything to punish this, and carriers are a little bit of a OP, especially at the beginning in PvP.
Yeah, they're crazy good. The few times I've seen them in certain maps PvP, I didn't even think carriers here. I don't know why I didn't think carriers, because Bonyth's in the game, but this is no Dragoon range, 2 Stargate, Fleet Beacon, carrier. And it's only, you know, the 6-minute mark here. Yeah, this is crazy to me. I really hope this works out for Bonyth somehow.
Now a lot depends if the QiaoGege will decide to attack with 1 Reaver, or will he wait for 2 Reavers.
Do you think if he waits too long, it gets worse?
Yeah, because the carriers might kick in, right? So I don't know the specific timings for this, because it's such an unusual strategy to go for.
Yeah.
But in general, if QiaoGege will decide to wait too long and 2 carriers will be already on the map, it might be GG.
Yeah, I feel like every Protoss player in chat is going to go 2 base carrier on this map after seeing this. I know I do. I don't even play Protoss, and I want to try to do this. This is crazy. Wow.
You see, one carrier is almost done. Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, he'll be able to begin the 3rd carrier immediately. Despite having the early shuttle, we have not seen a probe get ferried to a island expansion yet for QiaoGege. Seems happy to just get aggressive. We see the 1 probe, but I think that's just a scouting probe below the natural.
And now there's QiaoGege was waiting for the speed. So now the question is, what will be the damage, right?
Ooh, no movement from Bonyth. Okay. Oh my gosh, how many was that? It would look like 8, 10 probes falling immediately.
Oh, and now he knows the bad news.
Yeah, cat's out of the bag now. Cannon finishes just too late to be able to pick that off, but still, this is very nice damage from QiaoGege. We see a 16 worker advantage now for the Chinese Protoss. Still, though, Bonyth has been allowed to get the first 2 carriers on the field here.
Oh, you saw the cancellation of the second robo. Now he went for 3 Stargates. I wonder if we'll see scouts.
I kind of was wondering the same thing. Scouts are
That
a
would be
great
amazing.
counter.
That would be
They are-
amazing.
No fleet beacon yet, but I'm sure he will as soon as the first Stargate completes. And then also QiaoGege getting that 12 o'clock expansion as well.
Yeah, because that's the it's not facing any kind of cliff, right? So it's safe from carriers. Let's see. Now, oh, we see the 2 carriers coming in.
I guess they can do a little bit of probe harass. Still,
Yeah.
though, Bonyth will open himself up to a counter by doing this.
Corsairs?
Corsair? That feels trolly. I don't think Corsairs are very good versus carrier,
No.
right?
No. No, I don't think so also. Especially that the carriers have base, I think they have base armor, right? Zero, can you check? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So 4 armor. So Corsair without upgrade deal 1 damage to a carrier.
I wonder if that was a misclick and he meant to go scouts. Because 3 scouts here, I think, would be a big difference. I think Bonyth would be quite concerned, but even once the Corsairs are revealed, I don't think Bonyth's going to care.
Yeah. You know, especially that in smaller amounts he will be able to kill them one by one. Probably, I think that QiaoGege wanted to build up an army of Corsairs in order to fight the interceptors, not the carriers themselves.
Yeah, we're seeing just barely after 3 Corsairs have been killed, only the shields have been removed from the carriers. Ooh, nice counter.
Oh, and Bonyth saw everything. Really nice.
He's so good. He's so good at pulling probes on time. That is not easy to do. 4th carrier joins in here. But we're getting to a point where QiaoGege has a decent amount of Dragoons.
Yeah,
You know, Bonyth's got to be concerned.
On one hand, yes, but with carriers, you can basically, till the end of your life, micro against them, right? You know how in PvT, Protoss are microing against Goliaths?
Yep.
Goons have a lower range. So, and we see GG. Amazing.
GG. Oh, man,
Fast carriers. Fast carriers.
I really would, yeah, fast carriers, man. I really would have liked to have seen scouts there. I think that would have been a much better position for QiaoGege to work his way out of.
I think scouts could have worked better, though we need to remember that scouts